Divorce Day Diaries, day 106, and my ex likes to do her online groceries. She likes to do her groceries online, get them delivered, and it seems that Woolies accidentally gave her some coffee capsules, but the thing is, she doesn't drink coffee, and I do. She's an energy drink person, I'm a coffee person, so I guess that's why it never worked out in the end. Regardless, she's given them to me because I actually have a coffee machine. However, there's one problem. This is a Dolce Gusto. These are Nespresso compatible. Nespresso pods cannot go in a Dolce Gusto. Apparently, Nestle now has 2 different size pods. These have mostly been, I'm not sure what the word is, like discontinued in a way. You can get pods for these machines, but Nespresso is what they're doing going forward. So this video, I'm going to be seeing if I can use these capsules to make like a coffee at home effectively without the need of the machine. I'm not really sure how this is going to go though, because I don't want to just make a regular coffee. I want to see if I can make like an iced latte, but the thing is, you see, these coffees are a 12 on a 12-point scale of strong. These are probably meant to be like Americanos or something. Let's see how it goes. First up, boil the jug. Secondly, I bought coffee filters from this brand whose name I'm not even sure I can say on TikTok without getting flagged. But I got out one of my tall glass cups, and then what I did is I just put the filter in the top of the cup. And then I went and got a couple of the elastic hair ties that I got off Temu last week or the week before, whenever it is I open that package, and just wrap that around to keep the filter in place in the cup. And then from there, got the little Nespresso pod. I realised I still don't have like my vegetable knives, my small knives, steak knives, so I just used whatever knife I could find to puncture a hole in it. And as you can see, it's already like a fine grind. It's already ground up, ready to be used in the filter, I suppose. So put that straight into the filter. From there, water was finished boiling, so let it sit for, I don't know, about half a minute, so it's not at boiling temperature. And then poured in a little bit, just to dampen everything. Waited for that to drip through, and as you can see, it's working. The water's coming through, it's making coffee. So I let that do its thing for about 30 seconds, and then I added more water on top. We're doing it, folks. We're making coffee with nothing but a filter, an espresso pod, a cup, a hair tie. This is some right real MacGyver shit. Although according to my analytics, 30% of people who watch this video will be under the age of 25, so there's probably a lot of people who don't even know who MacGyver is. So I've adjusted the angle so you might be able to see a little bit better, but I probably should have like measured this out. Thing is, I don't want it to be too watery. I'm going to be filling it up with milk. But if I want to experiment to try and get the perfect, at-home coffee, I should probably measure all my ingredients out. I'm also not sure if I should put any more in here at this point. Maybe? I did end up putting more water in. If it wasn't obvious already, I don't really have any experience making coffee, okay? I'm just kind of winging it, all right? And, I thought, it can't be that hard. It's just water and coffee grinds, right? But apparently there's more to it than that. Not to mention, it'd probably been about 15 minutes at this point, and I hadn't had a coffee yet, and waiting was just agonising. Alright, should we taste it? That's actually not bad. I thought that was going to be super strong. I thought that was going to feel like getting punched in the face by Satan or something. I can work with that. Let me just pause that right there. There's a reason for that. So, after I finished making this coffee, I went and did a bit of Googling and found out that those Nespresso pods are for 40ml shots. So the fact that I've put so much water in it, I've more or less just made myself a long black, which is perfectly drinkable. Yeah. Oh, God. Anyway, carry on. I've made some ice cubes. This ice tray was actually left in the house by the, I don't know if it was the previous tenants or the owners or what, but they were here when I got here. I don't know how many to put in. Let's just go with 1, 2, 3. Let's go with like 6. Whoa, this ice cube tray is awesome. I guess because it's round. Milk. I might put some sugar in there too. I don't want it to be too sweet, so let's just go with like half a teaspoon. Right, this looks very milky. It's entirely possible I put too much milk in it. But we're learning. Yeah. Yeah. Their coffee's not very strong. In other words, I'm still going to prefer going out to the cafe or going to McDonald's. This doesn't taste like coffee at all though. It just tastes like milk and sugar. I suppose some people might like that. So I finished the whole thing, but I think I'm still going to call this a fail. Like, there's just so much room for improvement. For one, I think I need to be doing like double, perhaps even a triple shot. I could, like syrups maybe, for the sweetness rather than sugar. I'll need to think about this. I have a few days to think about it. In fact, I've got a whole week and a half to think about it before the next week the kids aren't here. But yeah, I guess I'll see you then and tomorrow. Get you there on the flip side.